Alright, I think we are up. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to whoever is watching. So, in this this live stream, we're going to create a sail ship more aimed towards the 1800s and before. So 1700s would work as well. And pretty much it's just going to be a giant battleship. That's the intent. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We're just gonna go to let's go to terminal spy cakes. Let's disable everything. Hey, what's up? Username taken. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. All right, let's go to terminal spy cakes. That's the plan. So, what is everyone up to? Since this is taking forever, might as well talk a little bit. So, how's everyone? Thank you very much, and happy Halloween to you as well. Alright. Should we go for a bigger area? Like, how big should we build it? That's the real question. Oh, fun. Alright. Let's unlock all the islands and such, and let's figure out where multiplayer is. So multiplayer is here, we have a modded workbench here, so if we need to make it bigger, we can go there. So, yeah, let's, get started. Okay, let's turn mirror mode on and such. Let's get that out of the way. And let me pull up some reference pictures really quick. Okay. Alright. So I have a few pictures up. That didn't really work. Let me redo my search. Okay. So how big should we go? That's the real question. I'm assuming we should go for pretty big, so let's just start off with building our frame a little bit out. So the ship's going to be fairly tall. It's going to be as high as here, and it's going to have a decent cross-section. Let me look up some blueprints really quick. And get that out of the way. See how tall they are. Okay, I found one that I think will work pretty well for size. So, let's get started with that. Alright. So we're gonna need a pretty rounded out cross section. That might be a little bit of a challenge to do. So we're gonna have a little bit of a indent on the bottom. I don't know what the thing is called for the term, the official term, but I'm just going to call it the center beam. And I don't know. Let me pull up a better cross-section of a blueprint to view it, so I have a little bit of a better understanding and idea for how we're going to do it. Okay. I think I have a good picture that will work well for our blueprint. So we're just going to start with going like this. Actually, let's try to go from right about here upwards. So we're just going to drag this to about here, and actually, let's so this is going to require lots of trial and error. So we're just going to simply start laying out some wedges, seeing how they look. Let's try for that. Okay, we're also going to need to cut into this a little bit, make it curve upwards. Let's try right about here. Alright, so we need to eventually curve back upwards like this, because we need it to have that inward slope. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but so modern day ships, they just have a kind of a boxy hull, and then it goes up and vertical until it hits the deck. And a sail ship would curve upwards and out, and then not quite at the top, but a little bit below that, it would start to curve back into the ship. So this, I believe the design for that was in case two ships go side by side, then it would be hard for pirates to get onto the other ship, and it was kind of a defense mechanism. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Alright, we'll probably just go with this. Could start curving back. Probably about this high, maybe? Let's try about right here. Okay, I need to smoothen this out a little bit. Let me just replace this bottom row with, well, this row with 1x4s. Okay, we're probably gonna need to narrow this out a little bit. In fact, I'm gonna do that now. So let's just simply grab this, all of this, and we're gonna cut it and bring it in by about 4 blocks. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. So we need to drag this area to about right there, cut it, and we'll just drag it to about right there. Okay, let's merge it and see if it's on point. This matches up with here, this matches up with here with mirror mode on. So it was a success. Alright, so this is going to be truly a goat of battleships. The greatest of all time, if you guys don't know what that means. So it's going to be huge. We'll see how it turns out, but this is our base bow. We're obviously going to go into the modded bench. And yeah. Did I ever figure out why my PC stopped working? No, I didn't. And I believe I just got lucky why it started, and I think the problem's still going on. So if you guys don't know, since about a week and a half ago, I've had problems with my PC, and pretty much it just doesn't want to turn on, and it's been doing this for a while. No matter if you turn on the PC, no matter if you attempt to turn it on, it won't turn on. And how I've turned it on a few times is I've left it for like 5 to 6 hours unplugged with the circuit breaker off, all that. And that worked some of the times, but on Wednesday it just gave up. And I believe I got lucky, but I went to the store, bought a new battery, and put that in. I don't know what the placement for the battery is called, but it turned back on after I left it for about 5 hours, and it's on for now, so hopefully it's on for a while. But if there isn't a video or anything like that in the next while, that'll probably be why. So no, I didn't ever figure out why my PC stopped working. What are my PC specs? Let me check. Okay, so for my memory, I have 16 gigs of RAM. I have a SSD for storage. My GPU is a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti, and my CPU is a AMD Ryzen 3 3200G, and yeah. Okay. This is definitely going to be chunky. It's definitely going to be thick, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't look too thick, but we'll see what we end up with. So, sooner or later we're gonna have to change our workbenches so it's a little bit bigger of an area. Yeah. Also, for some reason, on the bottom right of my stream, it shows that it shows my old logo for some reason, even though I updated that a while ago. But yeah. You just joined and all you heard was my PC specs. What a funny thing to join to. Alright, okay, this is not going to be a small battleship, so let's go to our modded bench. I have a modded bench over at the multiplayer island. If you guys have watched the tutorial, yes, my old logo still does exist, but it's not active. If you guys go back and watch the tutorial for it, I have a modded bench tutorial for, I think, 16 different locations, and I don't know how many workbenches it is, but it's a lot. So, yeah, potentially we'll go to the Arctic. I don't remember where I was getting at, but let's get back to work. Alright, so how big is this bench? I think this is a little bit overkill for a workbench. It's a little bit laggy. Let me turn down my graphics down too low. Alright. Let's start working on the aft of the ship and start curving it in. Let me just paste a few more of these in, the main cross sections in. Cool. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna try a different style of building. So this is going to be a little bit of trial and error, but we'll give it a go. Alright, so we're gonna want a semi-curved back aft. So that it is curved. And I think I'm trying to decide whether we should go for a step up or just flat. I think we might go for 1 or 2 step ups. We'll see though. Yeah, let's see. So, if we do a step up, we'd probably do it right about here. We'd probably go up about 10 blocks. Or 11, 10 around 10, 11 or somewhere in there. And we'll just make this deck right here, and then finally one more step up, which will be for the helm and such. This will be the very, very back, so we'll have to resize or cut and paste this back a little bit. So yeah, let's simply just grab this, and we'll just cut it, and we'll paste it back right about there. Alright, cool. Let's now drag this forward. Actually, we need to drag this section back, and yeah, we'll just merge it, and we'll call it good. Alright, cool. Okay, so, how are we gonna do this? It's, yeah. Is this a 1 hour build? No, not quite. It'll take a little bit longer than 1 hour, that's guaranteed. Alright. Okay, let's, I think we're gonna want to curve back a little bit. I don't know, let's let's curve up to about right here. And we'll kind of create this little bit of a ledge to look at. I think we'll just trim it down to 4 blocks like this. Okay, so now that we've established this, we'll kind of curve this and make this back part pointy, and we'll ignore this right here. True sailboats do not need engines, you are correct. But this one will have an engine because sail power is not existent in Stormworks. And when it is existence, because of the balancing of the game, it is super laggy, so we're not going to do that. Thailand Man is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tom hates cats. Tom hates cats, my bad, sorry. Alright, how are we going to do this? Alright. So we're going to have a viewpoint, like a lookout deck from here, because there's going to be a cabin under here. Engines are for the weak. You know what? I will do a electric motor. It is not a engine, but it is electric. Haha. I am no longer weak. No, but in all realness, we should probably go for steam, maybe? Maybe nuclear? Maybe steam? Probably steam. Yes, it will be a very, very dense boat. Alright. Let's just, not necessarily, but we'll move on from that comment. Alright. So, let's probably curve it to... I don't know, I have another ship that, nuclear-powered pirate ship. Yes, that'll be exciting. Oh, I'm breathing into my mic. Oh, my bad. I'll try and move it away from my nose, so it's, less into my breathing pattern. Alright. Alright, let's, I think we'll have to curve it down a bit to about right here. I'm trying to think on how it will look like. So probably, the rudder will probably have to be... I don't know. Building a sailboat in the game is really, really hard. Especially, like, a really, really old one. I'm coming up blank here. I don't really remember the name of it. Medieval, we'll just go with that. Building a medieval pirate ship is very hard in the game. Very difficult to do. A very difficult task. Alright, so... this is going to be where the rudder is going to be, so we'll kind of curve this back inwards a little bit. Also, the chat is delayed by, I think, 40 seconds, so expect a big delay for my answer when you send something in chat. Just, it's a guaranteed, because, you know, yeah, it exists. Alright. Probably leave this as the rudder right here. Actually, you know what? Let's leave it, let's curve it out a bit more. Needs to be very curvy to an extent where it doesn't look blocky. That's the plan. That's the intent. Alright, I suppose we could just put, another 1x4 wedge right here. And then we'll put this right here. And that will be the rudder, I'd say, potentially. Alright, actually, I think we'll move this up ever so slightly forward. And then we'll curve this with a 1x2 wedge. And this will get another curve later. It'll be about right there. And the rudder will stop right here. This boat, yes, a very big boat. This is, very thick. And decently tall. Alright, okay. Trying to think. How are we going to do this so that it looks decent? I think these wedges right here will follow this down to about right here. Same with this, and then it'll just curve down on its own. So we'll probably just go from here. We'll transition this to here, and then we'll go straight into 1x4s. After two 1x1s or wedges, as far as the slope goes, and that goes always past there. That doesn't look that bad actually, so I think what we'll do is we'll change the angle a little bit, so this will go down a little bit further like that, and we'll grab these, and this will go as far back as here. So that could give us, in theory, a good shape to it. If you guys know how the ships look like, they usually have one line or one center beam-ish. And yeah, it's kind of hard to replicate, but I think we're gonna have to redo this a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna check chat since I haven't done that in about a minute and a half here. Yeah, thank you. Welcome back, the Cownode. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I'm terribly sorry. I'm not the best with names, but I deeply apologize if I pronounced it wrong. Alright, let's get back to this. I think we'll curve this with a 1x1 to about right here. Actually, maybe a little bit lower. A little bit higher, I mean. And then we'll just transition from here. I'm trying to find a good transition point, because I know it transitions somewhere. It curves with decent curvature. So maybe we'll try here. Let's try that. So it meets perfectly back here. You know, this could work. This could work. We're probably gonna have to delete a little bit of this section. So let's do that a little bit. Let's just give it a little bit of a, you know, cut, clear content, and delete. Delete this. Alright, perfect. Okay. So, actually, you know what? I think we'll... Okay, we're gonna have to repeat these right here. Yeah, it's a modded workbench. Tom hates cats, my bad. It's XML. Stormworks, if they add 1x3s, they need to add a bunch more wedges to make it work, but yes, I do think it is a excellent idea to add more wedges to the game. It'll, expand on creativity for how dynamically realistic the shapes can get. Okay, let's, yeah, that would be awesome if Stormworks actually did add wedges. More wedges. More. More! Alright. Sorry, I just like wedges. Okay, let's start to fill this in. So, we're gonna need a little bit of wedging. And there's a shortcut we could do. We could just drag this along here. And we could just simply do this. Bada boom, bada bang. And it cuts it off. Now all we have to do is go through here and delete the 1x4 wedges rather than filling in every single layer that we previously almost had to do, but now we don't have to do that, so haha. Alright. Yeah. It's big. It's a big sad moment when we realize that the devs will probably never add new wedges. Sadly. Do I have the weapons DLC? Yes, I do have the weapons DLC. Okay, I think we're going to change this a bit around, and we're going to make it 3 blocks thick, which will be pretty thick. So let's try that. But instead of concluding and being consistent all the way to the tip, we're going to narrow this out to about right here, and we're just going to make it thinner and thinner as we go along, and we're going to try and connect it to right here. So we're going to have to create a interesting connection point. Actually, you know what, we could probably just do a pyramid. Actually, yeah, we could totally just do a pyramid. Alright, we'll just do a pyramid. Cool. Then about right here, we're going to change to a 1x2 pyramid and such, and we'll drag it to about right here. Perfect. Okay. Alright, perfect. Let's go ahead and cut this up so that we don't have excess blocks, because this is going to be a very heavy ship. It's going to... weight is going to already be a big issue on it, so we do need to be considerate about where we distribute the weight, and where we don't need weight, and where we do need weight. We need more weight towards the bottom, as well as less weight to the top. So the sails are going to be XML blocks. They're going to be a XML stretched block for the entire sail. Same with the posts, as much as possible, without without enclosing in spaces that will actually go. So the plan is that we are going to make pillars that are kind of decoys that aren't actually pillars, but they're just XML sort of imaginary pillars, I guess we'll call it. And pretty much it's going to save on weight distribution so that it's going to be less tippy and more stable with the minimal amount of the pivot glitch used. So hopefully that should optimize it much. It should optimize it more. So yeah, that's the plan. Alright, let's go ahead and build this 4 blocks at a time. And yeah, we'll go with this. Okay, we'll just drag this all the way to here. Drag this up. This will go down. This will also go down. This will go down. And this will... yeah, we'll just go with this. Okay. That sounds great. Watch it not float. That would be absolutely hilarious. Yeah. The most tedious thing to build in the game, I would say, is this right here. Building pirate ships. I mean, you have to go against most logic you actually know in the game. It's really weird and just weird. It's weird to build. So yeah, yeah. I mean, planes are definitely difficult, but I don't really have a unbiased answer against how easy and tedious and difficult it is to build planes, since I am good enough to call myself alright at building it, so I can't give you a unbiased answer. So, yeah. You expected to see a ship? I'll give you a ship. Aha! Beat that. This is a perfect ship. Alright, this is going to be very difficult. I'm going to commit big brain move. Disable shadow quality. Now it's not good quality, but hey. It's, alright looking. Alright. Also, welcome to the stream, Endo. I'm very tediously building a pirate ship. Yes, it is clickbait. It is actually not a sail ship. It does have sails, but it is a ship as well. So in theory, it could be considered clickbait, but I am not considering it clickbait. So, ha. Is it clickbait, though? That is the real question we shall answer. Copy and paste. Yes. Alright. I'm trying to figure out how we should do this section. I've built a sail ship once before, but that was copying off a blueprint, and it turned out alright. But I remember just being so confused while building it. It was a very confusing time. How many meters long is this? Let me check. At the moment, it is 33 meters in length, and it is 20 meters in width, using left to right. Great. Yeah, go for it. Recommend any ship. I'm just going freestyle here. All the inspiration would help. Because building this type of ship is not easy, in my opinion. Alright. Let's just fix this line of wedges really quick. Build this up to complete this row, so it's not kind of freestyling there. If that makes sense somewhat. The Titanic. I suppose, yes, we could do that. However, I am going to try and stay within non-laggy limitations. Actually, I could, in theory, do a not-so-laggy version of the Titanic, where it's, you know, just stripped down and, like, 1 to 2 scale or something. So the Titanic is, 880 feet? Let me check. Is the Titanic. It is 883 feet, so I was close. And for all the metric goers here, I will convert that really quick. Sorry if you hear typing in the background. 270 meters roughly. So, 270 meters in length is the Titanic. So if we did a 1 to 2 scale, that would be, let me do tired quiet math. Big enough. Yes, I am using Opera GX. That is correct. And I forgot to mute it before the stream, so I am small brain. So, yeah, that happened. Alright. Now, for this, we're gonna have to try and do what we have here, and kind of just cancel this out and change it around. Alright. We'll just go with, say, this, for example. And the wall will be flat, however, the shape will be alright. Alright, I'm going to change this to, we'll go with the light gray. Unless Endo is still in the stream. Wahahaha. Oh, he's still in the stream. Alright. Yes, you're just skipping to the end of a live stream. Let's go back to the future. Alright. At what point should I... Actually, let me replace this with pink again. Actually, I'm going to go with purple. Haha. What if I did a green purple? Greenish purple. What would that look like? That's kind of inverted, but... greenish purple? I don't think that's going to be... No, it's not going to work. Alright. We'll just go with the weird... We'll just go with pink. Yes. Alright, back to building. So, how are we going to do this? We're starting to get a little bit of a shape to pop out, but at the same time, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, so we'll just throw some blocks at it, throw some wedges at it, see if it turns out, see if it pops out. If it does, then good. If it doesn't, then I will be omega sad. Alright. Okay, let's we could just complete this line of wedges to about right here, and then we'll move on from there. So let's drag this up. I believe that's nope. Okay, I missed the memo somewhere, and oh, here it is. Okay, this is where it needs to change angles. Alright, we'll build up to there. You feel like I work at a Subway. I mean, Subways aren't that bad of places to work. I mean, at least it's not McDonald's. That'd be too greasy in there. Okay, let's simply continue off with this. Okay, I think we're starting to lose the shape that we previously had, but let's try and let's start to work this out, see how this goes. So let's just do this line of wedges really quick. And we need to find a transition between this and this, which that's gonna be fun. Alright. Let's just give it a go, throw some wedges at it, see if we can work it out. If it works out, then that's good. If it's not, then not so good, and we'll work from there. Okay. Could do a 1x4 pyramid with ease, but it's going to be slightly difficult later on when we get to converting these to here. So I think what we'll do is we'll try and transition more of a flat shape to this, and I think there's a way we can work this out. I've done it before on other creations at this exact configuration of wedges, and we'll just make it sort of like this, and we'll add a 1x1 wedge here, and that will work. Perfect. Okay, that's a short-term solution. However, we still have more wedges to deal with, but it should be fine as long as we keep going like this. Okay. I think this is kind of flipped around a little bit, so it's different, but we can use the same type of configuration. So we could use a 1x4 pyramid and leave that off like that, and leave this off like that. Okay. And that will be good. Thanks, Kenan. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Should Stormworks add RTX? You know, if anything relates to graphics update to Stormworks, regardless if on the graphics card, I'm all in. Anything on the upgrading the Stormworks graphics, it's a good idea. Unless, you know, it's badly optimized, then not so good. Okay, okay, we're gonna have to transition this off. Okay, we can do this, and that'll work. Okay, let's grab this. And we'll just go like this. Alright, perfect. Awesome. Alright, let's leave that off like that, and now we'll kind of repeat that. So it seems to be alternating between being flat and also being on this wall, if that makes sense. But from here, it's going to be from here, so we'll just do this really quick. Okay, let's add some wedges. Let's throw some decoration on it. Let's get the 1x2 pyramid, face it that way, and perfecto. That will be good. So this part is not really that important as far as looks, because this part is going to be underwater unless you sink me. Then good on you for sinking me, but yeah, so nobody's gonna see it as far as I know. Well, not nobody, not very many people are gonna see it, so that's what's important rather than it just not looking good. So yeah, okay, let's continue this off. We can drag this a little bit further. And let's see. For this one, we're going to add a pyramid. And that will be good. Okay. We'll leave this off like that. And right here we can add another 2x4 pyramid. And I believe we can start adding another type of pyramid, which I'm excited for. If you can guess what's going to be on... Hold on, let me just place this here. If you could guess what's going on here, you know why I'm excited, because it is the 4x4 pyramid. I don't know why, but I love using the 4x4 pyramid whenever I get the chance to. Depending on the surface, it's nice. Besides, you know, the horrible optimization for the hitboxes. But we'll just sweep that under the rug. So yeah, we'll just continue on with making our pink pretty ship. Alright. I feel like this would be nice with a little bit better shaping, but eventually it'll wrinkle itself out, and eventually, as I say, eventually, it will look better and better, but for now, it looks kind of crap. Not really crap, but kind of awkward is the word I'm going for. Okay, we also have to reconsider, well not reconsider, but consider that we're going to have to do a step down. That's going to have to be semi-fluid with these walls, and I think I know just how to do that. With this slope right here, involving wedges. But we'll see. Turn all the squares to paint blocks, and then customize. Yeah, if I am understanding what you're saying, is for the paint blocks, rather than just having a block for the paint block, we should use a block that turns any block into a paint block to be used as a paint block. If I understand what you're saying, then confirm it, or if I got it wrong, go ahead and just tell me, nah, you stupid, get it right. No, I'm just kidding, don't do that. No, don't do that. I feel like someone's gonna take that out of context and use it seriously. Alright, let's get back to reshaping this. So we're gonna come back and redo the top section later, but for now let's focus on the bottom section. And yeah, so we're just going to start the transition for down here. This is going to be a fun transition. I'm trying to decide whether we should use XML or if we should just kind of do what we had here and just block it up. Like, make it kind of blocky, but we'll see. I'm waiting to cancel you. Yeah, that's totally not going to be good at all. Alright, perfecto. Let's, I don't know why, but I haven't figured out the pattern, like, the pattern blueprinted into my head yet. Usually I do, but I actually have to think about, how this is going to go. Okay, this right here is going to be like this. It's going to be like that. Okay, let's go ahead, grab this. Okay, let's grab this 1x2 inverse pyramid. Let's grab the 1x2 wedge. Let's slop it down. I mean, plop it down. And perfect. Okay. Let's drag this up a bit. Alright. So if we do a transition type of wedging, it's going to be kind of interesting. But we'll figure it out. So what we can do here is we can actually transition to this to here by just putting this about 4 blocks away. Now the reason being for this being 4 blocks away, this 1x4 pyramid to this 2x2, the reason why there's a 4 block gap is because on the next layer up, you can add this and also maintain this line right here without this going underneath this. Same with here, we're going to have to delete 4 blocks of space worth of it backwards, and we'll just plop this down. And the reason why I'm doing that is so I can actually properly put this down like that. And that'll be good. Very good. Okay, let's I think we actually got a good shape going on, so let's start deleting some of this, which is good and exciting. Okay, so let's just delete a little bit of this. Oh, I did something wrong. I deleted something over there, but we're moving on from that. And hopefully by the end of this, we can do live streams of us battling the modern AI, which will be kind of cool. A older versus modern type of warfare. That'll be kind of fun to give it a go, give it a whirl. That'll be nice to try. Okay, let's get back to wedging this out. Okay, let's just I think we did this wrong. We're gonna have to revamp and go back a little bit. So this needs to be this type, and then right here, I am lost. Okay, here we go. Perfect. So this, we could add a 1x4 pyramid. No, sorry. Yep, it is a pyramid, okay. And we could add a 1x2 inverse pyramid, then we could plop this down right here. And then, what we could do from there, is we could drag this from here and this to here. Perfecto. Okay. So, we're slowly but surely getting the shape in there, but it is happening. Hooray. Okay, let me complete these lines and drag them down so that it's ready to go. Okay, this is a little bit complicated because we're transitioning right on top of this. Let's see. We're gonna have to go 4 blocks backwards like this. We're gonna delete that. And now, with that, we can delete this a little bit. And then we could just place this here. And then we could place that there. Okay, that'll work. Now we need to delete 4 blocks of this. Delete this, delete this, delete this, delete that, and such. And let's see. Okay, let's go back up here a little ways and try and work this out. I could have done it in steps, but that's a totally different building style. And it would have been a little bit not as complicated. This is a little bit more complicated. Actually, it depends on the situation, actually. So, doing it in steps could have been a solution, but this type of solution, if it goes well, in my opinion, which this is just a opinion on styles, it's a preference, this style, in my preference, looks better than doing it in steps, but that's just a preference. So keep in mind, you can prefer either doing it in steps or doing it in this type of way, and it's totally fine. Are you homeless? No, I am not homeless. I have a home. I'm living in a home. Okay. I think we could, in theory, just actually, we'll just leave this alone. We'll leave that alone and come back to that later. Okay. Alright. Yeah, for sure, it's easier for hulls and such. Even, sometimes fuselages. If you scale up, it is easier for fuselages. But when you scale down, sometimes it's hard. But, honestly, there's a lot of factors that make it vary for which is easier to do. Yeah. I mean, depending on how complicated the shape is, like, say, a ship hull, not just a, modern ship hull, but like a classic older ship hull like this, then yes, actually depends. It's a complicated subject to go into, but yes, it can be easier in steps, but at the same time, it could also be harder at the same time. Yeah. Okay. Now for this, we're just going to drag some of these down like this, and we'll continue what we have going on here. It looks like a scrape mark, oddly enough, but it will work. So let's just simply place this here, and we'll put this here. Okay, we'll delete this, and we'll delete this, we'll delete this, and we'll delete this. Perfect. Okay. And that will be one layer right there. Okay, let's drag this up to here. We'll drag this down to here. And I think we're running out of room for hull that we gave ourselves. If that makes sense. Not really. We're running out of extra hull space. Yeah, I'm in high school. Alright. Okay, let's just put this along here. Which I am on the 3rd year away from graduating high school. Okay, let's go ahead and copy and paste this forward and give us a little bit of a grace room. Just room so that we don't, you know, screw up and lose this. But overall, I do think it is turning out a bit, and I'm kind of liking it. All right. We need to repeat what we have here, and yeah, let's do that. Okay. So we have a 1x4 pyramid. This does look weird. If I had extra time, I would XML this, but I don't have that much time, so we'll just go with this style. Alright, let's just place this along here. And what's your opinion on cocaine drug lords? Bad. Very bad. Not good. I feel like you're just trying to get me cancelled, Ryan B. You're dragging in very controversial subjects and stuff that's very easy to cancel. So just stop. Just stop. I create contents for Stormworks. I'm not a commentator. I don't put out very controversial videos. At least that's the intent, which I don't know how some Stormworks videos could be controversial besides, you know, what goes on in the community. It's only bad if you're caught. No, that's not true. Okay, then this one is going to be a little bit of easier transition, and thankfully it's the last one because I'm tired of doing these types of transitions, I should say. Okay, so let's start dragging these all the way up, and we'll drag this down, and we'll start a new transition type. So we'll just gosh dang it, I think we're gonna have to do it like this. Man, I do not like that. Actually, you know what? That's not half bad. Same thing, never ending. Yeah, pretty much. Just a lot of repetitive stuff as far as building big. When you're building big, there's a lot of repeats and steps. Oh, that's pretty cool. How well did your DCA and A318 turn out? Okay, let's I think after this we can start creating more. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's pain. That's not that big of a deal actually. We could just rearrange this a little bit. All right. Okay, we'll just go like this. Yes, but there is solutions that you can do for it. There is stepping types of solutions. Okay, let's copy and paste this forward so we don't actually delete the cross section. Okay. Because I don't feel like going back and creating another cross section. Okay, we could delete this a little bit right here with ease, and hold on. Yeah, there we go. And pretty much from here we could just select all this, and guess what? We cut it and paste it up one block. That's how simple of a solution it is. Now I just gotta do the same thing on the other side. I wish there was an option for cutting and pasting inverting. Well, not cutting and pasting inverting, but cutting and pasting mirror mode. Okay. Just like that. Alright. Luckily this was a situation where we can just move it up a block, but some other vehicles we cannot really do that. But in this situation, we got lucky, but yeah, we got lucky for now. Okay, let's get back to this. Alright, as far as this section goes, we'll just kind of flatten this bit out a little bit in a second. Okay, I'm going to delete this entire section. Same with the cross there. And if we were one block to the left, we would have had to remove this, but no, we're not. Haha. Solutions. Alright. Let's just drag this to here. Perfect. Alright. Let's just drag this back and forth, and repeat, and repeat, and repeat. I'm going to say and repeat a lot. Just mute the mic. Well, not mute the mic. Mute your headphones. It will be good. Alright, that's all. I didn't actually say mute. Sorry, I didn't actually say repeat a lot, surprisingly. I used it as a scare tactic, in theory. Okay, for this, we're just going to create layers, and we're going to put these layers not necessarily right next to each other, but we're going to space them out. Oh, actually, it's only 2 layers. Never mind, that's not that bad. Yes, 4x4 wedges, superiority gang. Alright. So we're eventually going to just even this out, so we add more layers to it, so it's more evened out. We'll get to that in just a second. Yeah, sadly, they are too big. Okay. How close is this relative to this? It's a block above, so that's not that bad. Okay. Oh, you know what? We could just, yeah. Depends on the surface, though. I mean, some surfaces it is viable, but other surfaces it is not so much, as far as using the 4x4s. The 4x4 pyramids and inverse pyramids. Some situations it gives good leeway, and other situations not so much. Okay, we'll give this 8 blocks for a gap, and if we need more we can just move it. But for now we'll just leave it as a flat wall, just like this. We'll probably change it, but for now it'll be like that. And let's change this a little bit around. Oh yeah, I just realized it's still pink. I don't know why I didn't think about changing it back, but it kind of sticks with it. We'll leave it like that for now. Okay, let's try and make this flat, and we'll try and start curving it so that it's kind of rounded off a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, let's this like this, and we'll move forward. Okay, how big is this gap? This is a 12 block gap. Let's make a 8 block gap, and we'll go with another 8 block gap, and same with here, and here. Okay, let's change this. Let's not make it look that bad. We'll just put it like that. Okay, that'll work. If we want to change it, then we'll change it, but it'll be like that for now. Okay, so let's just simply change this around about, just like this, and let's just start building up and start connecting these up. Yeah, very, very true. All right, let's delete these a little bit. Four by fours and then 2x4s. So there's 40-second delay if you don't know. What part are you talking about? Because I'm probably past the part where you commented on. Okay, let's continue with this. Oh, we need to change this. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what part you're talking about. It's, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Okay, let's just put this up. And I wish we had more wedges in the game. I should probably save this. We save this as a sail ship. Actually, let's go with 1800 battle 1700 battleship. And then I'll put YT at the end because then I'll know I built it on YouTube. All right. Okay, let's change this around a little bit. So, beyond here, we're gonna have to try and curve it so that it matches up with like a curved railing. That's the intention. So let's go to about right here, and yeah, we'll go from there after we do that. Okay, let's grab a 2x4 pyramid, and we'll just simply drag this back to here, and we'll drag this forward. Oh, I didn't place it. Fun. Alright, let's just drag this forward. Perfect. Okay, let's drag that like that. Then for here, I'm gonna try and change this up a little bit. You pinged me. Alright, let me check. Okay. Oh, okay, I see what you mean now. Alright. So just change this off so it's a little bit more curved. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Alright, let's go ahead and just change this out a little bit. Cats or dogs? Okay, there's a legitimate question. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, cats or dogs? In my personal opinion, I like dogs better, but I don't have as much of a biased opinion as others because I have 3 cats and 1 dog. I've had the dog for more than 7 years, the cats for about 4 years or so. And personally, honestly, it depends on the situation. If I'm out and about and active, definitely I like dogs better. But if I'm either at school or working on content, I would say cats because they don't bother you. But if you're out playing with them, or if you're just out and about, definitely dogs. So, my answer to you is depends on the situation. Okay, let's just fill this in. Alright, we're going to transition this from here to here. Let's figure it out. I've done it before. I'm just trying to remember. I think what I did... that's funny. You just have my specs written down. Alright. Okay, let's give this a little bit of leeway for the railing. And pretty much we'll just kind of place this down like this, but then outstep it, if that makes sense. It's kind of a weird way of doing it, but we're gonna like double step it. It may look weird at first, but it'll, in theory, get the job done. So we're going to just place it like this, and then right here, immediately place it the other way. I've done it on another ship, and it looks okay for the situation. But if we had more wedging, or more types of wedging, that would be nice, but we don't, so that's alright. So this one right here is going to be this, and this will just be right here. And then that will finally step it down after I fix this. There we go. That's the type of wedging I'm going to do. But I could, in theory... you know what? Enough with the in theory stuff. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to leave it as this. And I'll just simply add a basic railing. Oh, my music finally stopped. Let me reset that from the very beginning. It should start up in just a minute. Okay, so basically, we're just going to make a little bit of a railing guard, just like this, and that will be fine. Okay, we're also going to put these types of wedging right here. We just need to place things that'll help us place it. So, we're going to need to place the 2x4 pyramid, just like that. And where is our floor level? Our floor level is right here. This is going to get screwed up because the, no, I didn't actually. That was going to get screwed up because the, stepping, but I guess we got lucky. And also the placement was good. So, we'll just leave that alone. Hello, Mr. Cruzelia Place. How are you doing on this, fine day, evening, morning, whatever time it is? Insert time here. Alright. Let's just leave this off as a little bit blocky for now. We'll come back to that later. Alright. Let's, I suppose we're going to step this away. My music, yes, it is supposed to be played on the stream. The background music, that's, yes, intended for the stream. It's just simple, quick, cheap filler music that doesn't have any copyright claims to it. The moment I find better music that will suit the background better, I'll switch to that, but for now I don't have one in mind that doesn't have copyright to it, but for now it's just gonna be like that. It's not playing right now? Are you sure? Or is it just quiet? Okay, I just turned it up a little bit. Okay, tell me if you guys can hear it or not. If not, then... Okay, there we go. It's just turned down a little bit. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, back to building this frustrating structure of mine. Pain. Alright. Let's give this railing a little bit of height. We're gonna have to come back to this a little bit later right here and fix this up. But for now, we're just going to add railing, just like this. And... you know what? Let's curve this a little bit. Yeah, it made a little bit of progress. Not that much, but a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna have to revamp this. This is going to... I don't know. Let's go back a couple steps. What's a pickup line that works 100% of the time? Good question. Alright, back to building the ship. Alright, so... Okay, we'll just go with right here. But to answer your question a little bit more, I haven't really been in the dating community at all, so I don't really have a lot of pickup lines. So the pandemic started when I was 14, and at that time... You're right, Van. So at that time... wait, does your white van have a free candy on the side of it? That would be pretty funny, not gonna lie. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. At the beginning of the pandemic, I was barely 14 entering it, and prior to that, I was just overloaded with school that I didn't have time to focus on that stuff. But, yeah, I don't have pickup lines. That's the short answer. So, what should the name of this ship be? That is a real question that we should be answering. We need to figure out how to make this not look awkward, this section. I think we could just transition into a different type of wedging. Like, oh, there's a problem there. Let's fix this. This is driving me insane now that I see that. Alright. Now that that's off my mind. Okay. Let's, delete a little bit of this. And let's just convert this into this type of railing. So we'll just go like this. What if I just built it up like that? Would that look bad? I don't know, we'll come back and fix that. Okay, let's change this around. Alright, let's delete the excess blocks that we don't need right here. And, yeah. Alright, how about this? As far as the name goes, I'll put up a poll for it, and people can comment down that. So, yeah, we'll figure out a good name for it eventually, but at the moment, we need to figure out how to finish the ship before we name the ship. So, yeah, let's do that. The SS Allen. Aha. Was the SS Allen a real ship? Name it, username taken. That would be quite funny. Alright. Yes, copyright claimed ship name. Oh, what if we just did... The ship would be named copyrighted or something. That would be pretty funny. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo this a little bit. Let's fix this up a bit. That's true, that could work. Yes. Minus the SS. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's scooch this over by a block. And this will rise up by a couple blocks. And we'll just put this like this. Okay. Alright, let's put it like this. Let's delete the excess blocks. Those are all necessary. So we'll leave those alone. But as far as the transition comes along, we'll just simply place this here. Fill this in with blocks. And put another step right here. Put another step right here. Okay, and we'll just put this right here. Alright, perfect. Let's step down and again. And we'll just put this right here. You respectfully disagree on which... Sorry, the stream is delayed, so I'm not really 100% certain what you're disagreed upon. Okay, let's put this down right here. Alright, let's put a transition right here, kind of even this out. Let's put it apart a little bit, so it's not all crammed into one section as far as this. Okay, let's move this up 2 blocks. Kind of look like it, let's make it look like it's stepping. And we'll just, oh, that's facing the wrong way. Okay, let's just put that there. Okay, let's see how this looks. Let me just fill those in. I don't know. I don't know, maybe. Okay, let's just raise this up a little bit. And we'll just put this right here. Alright. Perfect. Okay, now we need to do this right here. This railing that we never did. So we need to add another step because this is kind of unevenly distributed, to say the least. So we'll just, yeah, we'll just go like this. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll drag this up like this, and we'll just add this like this. Yeah, this will work. Alright, thanks. Have a good one, Cruzy Plays. Have a good day, evening, or nighttime, whatever time it is for you, and have a good one. Alright. Mach 2 building. Yeah, it's definitely... Oh, hooey, jeez. That's, I didn't really consider to compare the size to objects around it. Okay, that was a weird reaction of mine, but that was my genuine reaction. That's bigger than I thought. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with lag factor. How optimized can we get this while being this big? And also, the step back is a little ways back. It needs to start stepping back as far back as here. I'm going to start deleting these. Okay. Let's bring the floor just a little bit closer to here. Just like that. Alright. That's a 2-block tall floor. That's fun. Add as many paint blocks as possible. Ah, right. Good idea. That is a very smart thing for optimization. Alright. We need to create this transition over here. Okay, this transition, I want it to be a little more steep, so it drops down faster. So, we're gonna have to kind of make the thing go down faster. It's gonna go down in less steps. Add some physics flutters. Yes, that would be a good idea. So, if anyone does know how effective the... Well, actually, does anyone know how effective the physics flutters are when it comes to having a single wedge inside of it? In case they're... in case the entire outer shell with RGBs. I don't know about that. But I will consider it and then throw it into the back of the room and cast it out. Alright. So physics flutters with the wedge inside of it does not work. Alright, I will take that down as a note, and yeah, we'll have to clean out the wedges before we add the physics flutter. Alright, we're gonna have to transition this. Okay, let's do this. And here, we can add this 2x2 section. And this will be like this. And I think it's a little bit in the wrong place, so let's just, yeah. This is kind of a weird transition place, but we'll work with what we have. We could just change the wedging around right here. That'll work. So I need a 2x2 inverted pyramid. And we'll just place it like that. Okay, this is going to have to be a solid block. This will be transition. So with this solid block. Okay, we'll place this here. Place that there. Place this wedge right here. And we need to place solid blocks here. This goes here. This wedge goes here. Okay, and this right here goes there. Okay. We'll just go with that for now. Alright. Now time to transition this to here. So I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of I guess, I don't know, 2x4s. Yeah, I suppose we could do that. Okay, let's put this right here. And that, yeah, that'll work. Actually, you know what? We could try dropping it, adding this to here. This is experimental, so we'll see how this turns out. Put this here. And just adding this right here. This 1x2 wedge. Yeah, that might work. Alright, if you guys don't like the look of that, just tell me and I'll potentially reconsider fixing it up, but for now, we'll leave it like that. We have a lot of blocks to clear. Jeez. Yes, it does look weird, but it is what it is. Let's see. From a little bit further away, it doesn't look as bad, except this section right here. This is kind of awkward looking, to say the least. Let's try fix this up a little bit, in fact. So, potentially just continue this. Oh, deleted too much. Let's just make this go out like this. Okay, we need to add this here. Okay, oh, there's a lot of holy crap, okay. That was a lot of extra blocks that I didn't know was there. Alright, perfect. Ooh. So, to answer your question with pure honesty, it depends on my motivation level. Because on stream, I have enough motivation to keep building, but on my own, it depends, actually. If people are watching and I know people are watching, then my motivation levels differ, if that makes sense. So pretty much, if people are watching, I am more motivated to finish because people are more likely to pressure me into finishing it. However, if I'm on my own, there's no pressure to not finish it. So I'm gonna say on stream because I have motivation to actually finish it. That's my answer to your question. Hello there, Crimson Fall. How are you doing? Ooh, this is a little bit awkward. How are we gonna finish this? Oh boy. I've ran into a dilemma. I'm doing alright. So, speaking of which, how's everyone doing? Y'all doing alright? Y'all doing so-so? Y'all doing terrible? How you doing? Okay, maybe we could just go like this. Okay. Well, it's not necessarily pressured to be finished. It's, people will know. Not Finland, what are you talking about? Back to what I was saying. There's not necessarily pressure to finish unless it's a build series and people want it on the workshop, but people will know if I don't finish it. However, if it's just a passion project to the side, people will know that I didn't finish it, so I do want to finish it. If that makes sense. Alright, this still looks a little bit weird, and the... oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. We'll ignore that for now. Just ignore that. No matter how painful it is, just ignore that. Actually, we need to, raise this up a little bit. I think I'm just going to fill this in. Oh, you're gonna leave? Alright. Well, have a good one. See you later. Alright. Let's Let's do this a little bit really quick. Alright, good night. Have a good one to Zack Attack once he's leaving. Alright, let's I think we'll just go directly into a 1x4 wedge. I think with the deck up here we'll just leave it a little bit shorter. How long have I been streaming for? It's been about an hour and 30 minutes. Oh, right. I totally forgot I had a Patreon. Let me go back to that. Alright, check the Patreon, and yep. Thank you once again for the continued support, X Teams Official. Do really appreciate that. So an idea to build the SpaceX Falcon 9. Yeah, that seems like a really big challenge. Middle of afternoon. Interesting. Alright. Let's get back to work. Okay, let's drag this down. Okay, let's start filling this in. Go with the 2x2 pyramids. We need to add these filler blocks. I keep forgetting. Okay, hold on. Let me fill this wall in, and that will be good right there. Okay. Let's add these really quick. Okay. Let's just simply add this, and this will be the top deck. This is where the helm will be. This is where we're going to see everything and such. And yeah, it should in theory be a good view, good enough view to detect whether the ships are coming or not. So yes, perfect. Oh yeah. If it's beyond midnight for you, you are a month ahead of me, in theory. I'm still in October. So, who in chat here is who is in the month of November? Yeah. I'm really excited for this. This seems like a really fun build. I mean, looks like a hopefully promising build for many battles to come upon us. Alright, that looks we might go back and fix that later. But for now, let's move on. Yay, it took us an hour and a half to build just the aft. Oh boy, here comes the front. This is going to be fun. Actually, we're not even done with that back. Let's fix this up a little bit. Make this razor thin. So let me just delete this, build it like this. Okay, let's break this wall and put it block back. Okay. This right here, we'll just have to put that as a little bit chunky, but that's fine. I think this, we'll just fill this in as a wall. Now, as far as transitioning this, we could just do a simple pyramid. 2x4 pyramid. That'll work. And, actually, I just had an idea. We could, in theory, just drag this back. And it'll connect this up. It'll just look a little bit more thick. But, that's fine. That will work. Okay, this is going to be, an interesting helm. So, I think what we'll do is we'll just, build this forward a little bit. Just like this, and have a stairwell, or a stairway from here. And this will pop forward a bit. Probably not this far forward, we'll probably delete a little bit of this. So let's do that, in fact, right now. And that will work right there. Okay, we'll work on that later, but for now, we'll leave it alone. Let's see what this looks like when it's this color. Whoa, that's very bright. Alright, let me save this, since it's been forever since I've saved it. And let's see what it looks like when spawned in. Okay, let me turn my shadow quality to low, now that it's out of the workbench. Okay, let me go to the multiplayer island. Let's see, where is it? Oh yeah, it's really far down. It's below the Arctic Islands. Island 43. Okay. Perfect. You guys can't see it because there's something weird about video and Stormworks editor, but here it is. Honestly, I kind of like the look of it. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, it has a cool look to it. It's a little bit flat, but hey, a little bit of painting could help with that. Alright, cool. Let's, let's get back to work. Okay. And let me re-enter the workbench. Alright, fun. Let's copy and paste this forward a little bit. And then we will start to work on the front. Alright, let's scooch this back a little bit. How much space do we have to work with? Let me check. Because there's a 63 point something meter distance away from the original block that you could build. That's a limitation within Stormworks, but that's fine. Okay. Let's just paste a couple of these in to create a safe distance so that we don't trim away too much. And yeah. Yes, fill every possible space on it with a different entity to make it as optimized as possible. Quote, optimized as possible. Wahahaha. Alright, back to work. Okay. This is big. This is really big. Let me pull up a picture of a ship on and how it looks. Okay. Let me just drag this forward a little bit, and we'll start on it. Oh, need a floor block wedge. Just drag this forward to about right here, and from here, we'll grab a 1x2 wedge. Drag this up, and about right here. We're going to drag it up to here, and not too far off from here, we'll just start dragging this forward. Just like this. To make a nice, smooth line. Thanks, Josie Johnson. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and drag this forward like that. The pyramids, we'll just drag this up to about right here. My favorite vehicle to mess around with. Ooh, that's a tough question to answer. Depends on the situation. Oh, I'm gonna have to think about that for just a minute here to give you a thorough, well thought out answer. Yeah, I need a second to think. That's a solid question. Okay. Let me close some of my tabs that I don't need open. Alright, that'll do. My favorite vehicle to mess around with. You know, I'm going to say architectural builds. So, my favorite vehicle to mess around with is houses. Those are very fun. Yeah, those, yeah, I've had a lot of fun with building houses in the past in Stormworks. Thanks, Toon. Among Us. That's kinda... That's kinda sus. Alright, which part do you find the hardest? I find the hull the hardest. Depends. I mean, the hull can be the hard part, but I would personally say making a well thought out superstructure that has good functionality. That's the hardest part in my opinion. But depending on the ship, like this, the hull is the hardest part. However, say on a battleship, the superstructure by far would be the hardest part, in my opinion, on a battleship. Yeah, no problem. Alright, let's clear these wedges out. Okay, we gotta figure out a design that will work. No, the middle part is not going to be this short for now. It's going to be either shorter or longer. We're just getting the front and back configured, and then we'll mess around with the overall length. That's the plan at the moment, at least. Okay, we need to figure out how to make it curve inward enough. Okay, we need to start out with this little bit, and it's going to be kind of steep initially, like this, and then we'll transition to 1x2 like this, and from about right here we'll start to curve inward and make it very flat. Maybe we'll start curving probably around here. We're going to change these wedges around a bit, but this is the plan at the moment. And yes, it will be closer further forward. Oh, come on. Alright. Okay, let's copy and paste this since we failed to turn on mirror mode a little bit ago. Yeah. As far as the fuselage tutorial goes, I'm very glad people are actually using it. Initially I thought it was just going to be a dud video where nobody would watch it, but I'm glad people are actually utilizing it. And I plan to do a updated video on it, so I'd make a video that's a little bit more up to date on my current skill level, and hopefully it's more descriptive and better at informing people. So hopefully we can do that. Oh, we forgot this a little bit. Okay. Alright, how are we going to do this configuration? I think that we need to change this a little bit around a bit. So let's go ahead and select this and go to the other side. Let's cut it and move it back 4 blocks. Just like this. Okay. So, right here, what we'll have is this type of wedge. Actually, it'll be right here. And it'll aim downwards, and yeah, we can change the trajectory, if that's the right word for it. Okay. Perfect, that will work. Alright, we need to figure out how steep of a front we want. We'll probably initially go for like a 1x4 slope, which would be insanely steep, but we'll see how it goes. So probably a slope like this extreme for a bit, and quickly it'll change to 2x2 like this. So yeah, let's drag this down to about right here, and we'll start filling in a little bit. Ah, you're still here. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. Let's kind of start to angle it so it's a little bit less steep. So we're gonna have to configure this a little bit weirdly. I don't know, it's trial and error though. So we're gonna need a 2x4 pyramid series to connect this up properly. We'll probably put it to about right here. We'll put it into a 2x2 series, and then we can put it at this type of angle. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna need to add these so that it goes like this until it's flat, like this, and then we'll start with this. From there on, we'll probably change the series again, series to a different type of wedge, but we'll leave it like that for now. Okay, hold on, I need to check. This is a even amount. Could I do this like a quick review? What do you mean by a quick review? Okay, we need to transition this. Okay, let's grab a 2x4 pyramid and we'll just start filling it in. Oh, you meant like a workshop quick review. Yeah, I could do more videos like that. Yeah, I could start doing stuff like that. Okay, let's go ahead and transition this to a 2x2 series of slope, and we'll slope this down a bit. Actually, I think I could go into a 2x4 series from here. Yeah, I could totally do that. I just realized that. I can do that because this will lead space for a black spike, which is like this, and eventually this can meet up to here. Yes, perfect. Okay, yes, that works out just fine. Now we need to finish this off. Yeah, let's finish this off really quick. So this is going to have some weird wedging transitions, kind of like on the aft. But that's okay, because this is Stormworks. We're limited because there's lacking in a bunch of blocks. So that's fine. We'll just use it and move on. Okay. A 787 Dreamliner. Well, -10 variant. Yeah, I could do that. I could add it to the list. So this is what's currently on the list. I have my 747, which I need to continue on, my 777, my 777 collab build series with Mr. Orca, and I have F-22, and I will add the 787 to the list. Oh, I also forgot to mention the C5 Galaxy is also on the list. If the devs were up to optimize something, I would say multiplayer first, then graphics, then optimization. Actually, multiplayer, optimization, graphics, then physics. The physics I don't care for as much, but multiplayer I do care for. That'll be pretty cool. Alright. The Concord. Okay, I need to finish what I currently have at hand before I add another project. So I need to finish this ship, my 777, my 747, the 787 that is in the future, my C5 Galaxy, my F-22, and then we will add more to the list. Okay, cool. Because I still need to finish what I have going on first, and then then we shall get into that stuff. Don't get me wrong, Concord sounds like a really exciting project. I just want to finish my other projects first. Okay, that'll work. We just gotta do the top part. So, Jesse, I'm not going to check out tier 320 in this video, in this live stream. I will do it in future videos and such, but at the moment I'm focused on this ship and I want to get this close to done. I don't really want to sidetrack, that's the goal. So yeah, it's not that I don't want to check it out, it's just I want to focus on this and get this done, you know? Alright. I have a plain tutorial build series. If you want to check that out, I can give you the link, but that's up to you. It does help with people have found it useful in the past, and potentially it could help you. If you want the tutorial, I can give it to you. If you don't want it, that's totally fine. What time is it for me? Good question. There seems to be a professional guild tripper in the chat. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Alright. I'm dedicated to working on this, and this only, on this live stream. Ah, very kind. Thank you. Well, Paul, I will see you in the near future. I hope you have a good night, and see ya. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. You slept at 3 AM. Jeez, that is early in the morning. And very late at night. You might want to go to bed then, if you're that tired. It would be a good idea, and I recommend it. Alright, this is actually turning out pretty well in my opinion. Yeah, this is the first time I've streamed in a while, so that would make sense why that happened. It's my first stream since it's been more than a month and a half, I believe. Might be more than 2 months, actually. It's definitely been a minute. That is for sure. Yes. It's gone to this point, but I mean, hey, I'm dedicated to working on this. There shall be no one to convince me otherwise. Mwahahaha. Alright, Ryan B. Stop bullying him, or else something will happen. Alright. Oh yeah, that was because Endo told me otherwise. I cannot build in any other color besides pink. Endo Skull's request. Dun dun dun. Yeah, also it's good at displaying the visual color on it. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something interesting here. Yeah, it kinda does. We'll see. It's kind of somewhat based off one. It's definitely big, that's for sure. We need sort of a... Yeah, I need the reference picture again. I think I'll just build this point to like right here. As like a small deck you can go onto. We'll see though. Yeah, no sales yet. Dun dun dun. Oh, that would be actually really cool. Good idea. Okay, I need to fill this in a little bit. So it's going to be interesting having a PvP battle between this and either other players in multiplayer or the AI ships in the game. Because the weapons are going to be kind of spread out among the side of the ship all over the place, so it'll be interesting watching them trying to, you know, shoot it down. Or shoot every single cannon down when they're all spread about. Thank you. Yeah, pretty much. Well said. Multiplayer's optimization level is at best for a small rowboat, yet alone a galleon. Or a brigantine. Okay, I'm gonna try and put a beam, like, right over this. That goes out a bit. Okay, that's gonna be an awkward point right here. I don't think we could really get anything better than that. Actually, you know what? I could just go like this, and then this, and then we'll have to fix this. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix this in a bit. Not right now, though. I think for the weaponry, we'll probably do something custom. I'm not sure, but it's gonna be traditional-ish, but not on point. Just a heads up. Yes, stop with the spam in the chat, please. Slow down a little bit. Take a breath. Take a breather. Okay, let's put a support beam sort of looking thing right here. I don't know. We'll see if we'll keep it or not. Oh yeah, we could use cargo like that. That would be a good idea. For the cargo bay to be like that. Alright. Ladders. We need ladders. Alright. Let's bring the deck of the ship out. Alright, this is kind of I feel like these step-ups should be a little bit bigger, but it's fine as is, I think. This is definitely huge though. Okay, let's just fill this a little bit in. Alright, we're gonna have to dig down a little bit for this. We'll see how this goes. This, yeah, it's looking interesting. I'm not sure if I like the front of this, or if I hate the front of this, or if I accept the front of this how it is, but let's just, keep building. Oh yeah, what you're talking about is physics FPS. Physics FPS and your FPS are totally different things. If you have a 2 physics FPS, then your game is going to act like it's in slow motion. It's yeah, I could show you where it displaces and displays it. Oh yes, save it. Oh, thank goodness. You reminded me, I would have forgotten. Alright. Okay, we need giant sails. And we need to decide how long it needs to be. I think it's gonna be a bit longer. So let's deal with that really quick before it gets too laggy. Way too laggy. Okay. Let's go ahead and cut it. And we missed a spot, so let's clear content. Let's grab this, Control Z, Control X. Oh, come on. I forgot another spot. This will probably be one of the biggest battleships in Stormworks as far as sailing battleships goes. I remember they didn't really get very big, so it's not going to be hard to achieve that goal. Oh, that was almost satisfying. 2 blocks off. Okay, this is big. We need really big sails. Okay, we need to. We'll probably go with the brigantine. What's brigantine? No. What was the ship term that had 6 sails? 5 sails. Hold on, let me save this really quick. And let me spawn it in. And then we will decide from there. Need to add a bunch of weights to the bottom really quick before I spawn it in. Okay, I think we should be good. If there's a hole, then I will be ever so slightly sad. Okay, actually I need weights. Weights. Almost forgot about that. Weights. I'll just fill the this section with weights. Or not. Or not. Okay. I think we're gonna need a little bit more weight. Let's add another layer. Okay, let's save it. And we're probably going to need a lot more weights, but let's spawn it now. Alright. Let's see what we got. No. Oh my gosh. That was... Wowzers. What is going on in here? We might make it smaller. We need to find the hole first. It's probably going to be like a simple hole that I totally forgot to patch. Aha! Here it is. Alright, let's spawn it now. Let's add more weight. Okay, let's spawn it. Let's see what it's like. That was loud. Oh, come on. Oh, I see it right there. Yeah, sorry about that. Popped my neck, and it went. It was loud, as far as I know. Picked up in the mic as loud. Okay, it's right here. Okay, 35 physics FPS. That's kind of not so good. Let's remove a bunch of the wedging and add pivots. So let's start with the front. Okay, that's clear. We just gotta remove a bunch of these. I think my music is almost over. Restart that. Okay, that is restarting. Let's remove these wedges in the meantime. So, I'm not gonna do sails like as the propulsion method, because when you do it, it is very top heavy, and so you have to add a bunch of weight to the bottom as well as do a pivot glitch so it doesn't sink, and it makes it really, really laggy. So I'm going to try and avoid that at all costs, just to save on optimization. That is the goal, and I'll probably do something like a hidden steamship, or something of that sort. That's the plan. Okay, that seems to be a lot of the wedges removed. We still have a couple more up here. Okay, let's delete these. And then I believe we also have the back to delete for wedges on the interior. So we're just trying to delete the wedges on the interior. Let me go to settings, turn the shadow quality to disabled so I can see better. Whoa, that looks weird. Alright, let's delete these. Alright, that is it for this area. Just gotta do this a little bit. I think that is it. Alright. If it's not, we will probably see it. Let me just fill this in. Okay. Flutter. Let's grab a flutter. Physics flutter. This only cost $157,000. So that's not too expensive right now. Let's save it. We might make it shorter to be a little bit more proportional. We'll see. Oh, there you go. That's better. And it bumped our physics FPS way up. Good. Yeah, the waterline needs to go way down. So let's work on that. Perfect. So let's add a whole bunch of weights. Okay, let's just add them here. Let's fill a little bit of this in. And let's fill this level in. Okay. Okay. We're just going to cut off a section that's the size of about right here. This is how much we're going to cut off. And we're just going to simply make it shorter. So let's go all the way to the front, grab everything possible. Let's do Control X. Big lag spike. Ah, ha 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 ha. Forgot this whole section. Okay, let's grab it. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and scoot it back a bit. This seems like proportionally better, so let's go with this. Previously that looks a little bit too long, but now it looks a bit better. Okay, we'll probably go with 4 masts, maybe 3 masts. That's the goal. Okay, let's add more weight. Hence, once again. Let's save it. And let's go ahead and spawn it. Okay, it's spawned in. Let's see what the water line's at. It's still way too high, but that's okay. It's physics FPS. 60, perfect. How well does it hang up against wind? Let's make the wind face a different direction. Maybe the other direction. Seems to be pretty stable. Perfect. Okay, let's go return this to the workbench, add some sails, and continue working on it. Ah! I'm in the water. So I'm probably going to go with steam as far as my engines go. My engine set up a steam electric compression, or just direct steam powered. Or, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we need to build one mast. But first, let's start painting it a different color. Okay, I'm seeing a ship kind of design that I kind of like, so let me just place all, and let me go back to pink. I like pink. I'm kidding. Let me redo the weight distribution really quick, and then I'll paint on a waterline and such for what I think I like. I need to lower it so it's more stable. So it is going to be a sail ship. It's only going to use steam for convention. The sail part is going to be decoration, and the steam is just for actually using it in the game. I could do that, but it's not really sustainable on distance. There's not really recharging places in Stormworks. But yeah. Okay, I'm just going to redistribute the weight, because it seems to be a bit back heavy, so let's do that really quick, just by doing that. This seems to be like a more realistic height. I'm kind of liking it. So yeah, we'll probably go with this for the height. So I think it was like right here for the waterline. So we'll go 4 blocks above that. So we're going to do a black waterline and sort of a like white hole almost. I don't know. Let's start painting and work from there. And I painted this wrong. Oops. Okay, I need to repaint that. Perfect. Okay, this needs to be painted. Never mind, hold on. I need to actually I need to do a proper outline before I do that. So let's do that first. Okay, now let's fill paint this and this. So it's gonna be blackish under the hole. I'm probably gonna stream for maximum half an hour. For another half an hour at maximum. I just want to get this to a good stopping point. Okay, let's just keep painting this. Eventually it'll get done. Okay, let's just fill paint this. Alright, I have to manually paint this. Same with this area and this. Oh, you're gonna head out. Alright, have a good one. Adios. Tom hates cats. See you later. Alright, back to building. How did this repaint? I didn't do that. I swear I fixed it. Alright, fantastic. Now we just need to paint this rudder. We just need to do the outline on the flat blocks before we fill paint it. Otherwise it'll mess some stuff up. Okay. Fill paint. Alright, cool. Alright, we can go ahead and start painting this back ridge. Alright, let's go ahead and paint this. Yeah, thank you very much, Jesse. Okay. We can fill paint this finally. Alright. Let's get it going and continue on. Oh yes, thank you. I do need to save, you are absolutely right. I'm gonna try to go for a certain design I have. See how well it goes though. We'll see if it works out. If it doesn't, that's fine. If it does, then hooray. It's kind of a modern design, at the same time as being rustic. If this design doesn't work out, that's fine. We'll just pick a different look to it. So there's going to be like a 4-block gap, 3-block gap in between the black line and the blue line. So we'll see how that looks. It's kind of giving it a waterline, but it's kind of like a modern paint job. But if this doesn't work out, we'll go for like a wood paint job. We'll see. Just experimenting here. Yeah, thank you very much. So as soon as I finish this page up, I'll probably end this stream because I got to go since I've been streaming for way too long. But I just need to finish this very first. Finish this quickly. Oh, hello, Mr. Kermit. Welcome back from school. I'm afraid I'm going to end the stream just a minute here, but feel free to go back and watch the whole thing if you want. Thank you. Okay, we gotta fix this top as soon as we finish filling this section in. Thank you. All right. All right. Well, if you do go, have a good one, Jesse. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, have a good one. But here's a real question. How long will your battery last? Crazy new invention. Sure. Yeah. Well, it depends on where he is. If he is relatively close to a charger, then yes, it would be a useful invention. But if he is nowhere near a charger, not so much. Ah, your charger is broken. RIP. Alright, let's fill this in. And let's fill on the deck. Probably with this shade of brown. We'll see. I don't know. What's the RGB of a wooden deck? It's kind of a mix of colors. So we'll probably have to mix it later, but for now, I'm going to go. So, let me save this really quick. Save it as a battleship. And, spawn it. Wherever it is. Yes, I did save it. Alright. it's looking good, but it does for sure need sails. So, I'm just trying to find the best angle. Boy. Alright. Well, I think this angle looks best. So, let me compress the picture really quick. Jeez, I'm so picky. Alright. So, I will see you guys in the next episode. So, thank you guys to whoever tuned in for the entire video, live stream, I mean. And, yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. So, yeah, bye for now. Thanks for watching. See you later.